Hi guys, let's talk about 3 LATTAFA perfumes that are rather new, quite hyped on the market, quite researched and quite interesting. This is a presentation of Teriaq Intense, Petra and Atheeri from LATTAFA, which I tested in the perfumery shop for you on a piece of paper. I also tested them on my skin, but right now I am here after 1.5 days from going to the shop and spraying these 3 perfumes. And let's start with a good point for them. They still last. I can still feel them. And one of them, I will not tell you immediately which of them, still projects. This is very impressive. So, they are attractive. They all are sophisticated and refined. They don't smell like a cheap replacement perfume. They have that specific LATTAFA DNA, sweetness, all of them. All of them are sweet. All of them in the dry down, because now I talk about the dry down, they remain with a good sweetness, and you still, when you smell the dry down, you still smell refined. They don't become cheap. They don't get that aftershave or cologne fragrance that sickens people. No, you are like an expensive person with an expensive perfume. But right now, I will tell you the downside of these perfumes and the downside in general of LATTAFA's perfumes. They get a very similar dry down. Like in 1, maximum 2 hours, you will not be able to be recognized. Yes, you will smell good, you will smell sweet, you will smell interesting. People will notice that you have a good smell on you, but nobody will be able to exactly tell you that you wear something like a signature scent. No, they cannot be signature scent because they are very similar, so they are common. No matter which of these 3 or of other LATTAFA's perfumes you wear, they get something very similar, so you can as well use any of them and it will be equal. But some project more, some less. This is the downside of things. Also, the downside for 2 of them is that they do not project much from the very beginning, and I will tell you exactly which is which. But they are pleasant, so they give you a pleasant presence among people, at least at skin level. And as I told you, right now, after 1.5 days after spraying them, they are still holding on. And I marked by making little cuts each paper, so I know which is which. Otherwise, I wouldn't specifically be able to distinct one from another, though they have tiny details that separates them. I only know which is which because I marked the papers. So yes, you get quality, you get refinement, you signal people that you respect yourself and that you have a sweet, inviting perfume. However, you will not signal something unique. You will not be recognized by your perfume. Just that you smell well and you keep yourself well, take care of yourself by purchasing a good enough perfume. Not extremely deep perfume, but good enough, like an average perfume. People will be able to recognize something nice on you. Now, let's talk about the one that I enjoy more, not because it's the best smell out there, but because it's the most projecting one. And I will show you. I will make the photo bigger, and I will also order 1 bottle to fully review it. This is Teriaq Intense. Beautiful, beautiful bottle. And also, as a common point for all of these, they all have amazingly suitable and inviting bottles. Not too much, not too little. A little bit in Atheeri. I don't really like the bottle. It's like kitschy. Too much kitsch there, and it's not necessary. But in my opinion, they are beautiful bottles. You can enjoy them, and they give you sturdiness. And this is Teriaq Intense, which projects the most. Like, guys, this is an extremely, extremely good point for Teriaq Intense. It projects still from the piece of paper, and it's not the first time I tested it on a piece of paper, and I noticed that also the first time. This perfume still lasts and projects in my room after 1 day and a half, and even after 2 days, because I let it on the previous time. And after 2 full days, it still projects. When I enter a room, I feel something. I couldn't say, if I wouldn't know that this is Teriaq Intense from LATTAFA, I wouldn't know that this is a specific perfume, but I feel something. When I enter the room, I feel a peppery sweetness. Some sweet pepper remains from Teriaq Intense. No matter what notes this perfume has, what you get is pepper, sweet pepper. And it's all over the room. Not very, very intense, but my nose catches on something sweet and peppery. And it's the perfume of these 3, the one with the best depth, because it's heavy, a little bit heavy, and very, very sweet, like a sweet liquor. It's a sweet liquor with a lot of pepper, spiced with pepper. This is what you get. But as I told you before, you wouldn't be able to recognize that it's a particular one. You just feel it. Good one. It's a good one. I will buy this one. Then let me talk about the next one, which I also like. It's softer, and let us keep the photo small. The next one that we'll talk about in comparison is Petra. Petra, the same sweet DNA, so it's the same LATTAFA, the same sweetness. If somebody smells you, it's that sweetness that can also be Teriaq, can also be Atheeri, can also be Atheeri. It wouldn't matter if you wear one or the other, you get the same impression, you kind of get the same thing. So the next one, Petra, is lighter. Sweet but lighter, is like an airy perfume. And what you get from the very beginning with it, from the first time you spray it on, you get a distinctive smell of tuberose and jasmine. It's a mix of tuberose and jasmine. You don't exactly know if it's tuberose or jasmine. Some people might smell and feel the jasmine. Some people might smell and feel the tuberose. And they are both of them mixed together, and some people might feel like a heavier flower there and wouldn't know exactly how to name the flower. The good point with Petra is that you get this plus sophistication. It's the more sophisticated of the 3. You get something even more elegant, more refined, but not heavy to be bothersome. It's a good tuberose because it's not bothersome. Okay? And also a very good point, even if it doesn't project, and it doesn't project from the very beginning. So don't expect to use Petra and to be felt all over around you, because it's not. The people around you will only feel if they get very close to you, and then it doesn't project. But it remains on your skin if you get very close to it. Petra has the same accord from the very beginning till now, after 1 day and a half. It doesn't change. It's airy, it's soft, and it's tuberose plus jasmine. Only dimmed down now, after a while. But it doesn't change. And the basic LATTAFA sweetness. Okay, now let's talk about the third one, which I enjoy less. This is the least favorite of mine. It's Atheeri. I also don't enjoy very much the bottle because it's too kitsch. Why would it be? With honeycomb all over. And it has no smell whatsoever of honey. No. Yes, it's sweet like all the others. This also lasts the least. I feel it the least of all of them. And it's the most basic of them. It's basic from the very start. When you spray it on first, you get something sweet, a sweet cocktail. Maybe fruity, maybe floral. So it's completely non-distinctive. Even if you spray it right now and you give me to smell this fragrance after 5 minutes, I wouldn't be able to tell you what you got there, what fragrance you used. Yes, it's nice, it's enjoyable, it's sweet, inviting, it's floral, fruity, sweet. It's like a nectar, like a juice. But it's so basic, and basic remains. You cannot make a distinction between the notes inside it, but yet it's somehow nice. It doesn't smell honey at all. Maybe they put the honeycomb because they thought about the sweet nectar that the bees create to extract the honey from. Maybe this was the idea. I still don't understand. And when I will make a full review of Atheeri, though I will only purchase a decant because I don't want such a perfume. I don't have what to do with it. I don't use it. It's so basic. Sometimes it reminds you of some fragrances from Cacharel, sometimes of fragrances from Escada. However, nothing particular. No, you're just like a sweet nectar, which doesn't project much. And remains a basic dimmed down sweetness, the same sweetness. So I will finish with the way I started. It's the same sweetness in all of them, except the lasting power and the projection power. You get the same perfume with so tiny details that it doesn't really matter, especially between Petra and Teriaq Intense. It doesn't, which have, let's say, a slight distinctive note. You have the same. When I smell you, I could say you wear anything of these three, anything of LATTAFA sweet fragrances, and I will try some more. So guys, you can choose any of them, but I wouldn't advise you in Atheeri. No, you would better spend money on Petra, which is the most feminine and the most sweet, not like sweetness, the note sweet girl perfume, and calm and playful at the same time. I would choose first of all Teriaq Intense because it really gives off beast mode. It's one of a few perfumes from all brands that is so persistent, and I like it for that. And even if I do not enjoy it very much as a private choice of mine, I think I will wear this if it projects as well after so long on me. So, keep in touch. Thank you for being here with me. Take care, and I wait for you to meet me at my new videos. Send you much love and many kisses.